Alright, hello. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the US side of the early GOREGRIND releases. We're going to start over here in New York. This band, I guess really this guy, it's a one-man band. Actually, you know what, I don't even really want to talk about this. I think we're going to do a top 5 this time. I don't even know if this really counts as metal, the one I was going to bring up. Kind of sounds like if you were listening to a clogged drain through a garbage disposal that you just dropped silverware down. It's just noise. I'll give a sample. I'll put the name in the list. I got co-workers who watch this channel. I don't need to be talking about this. I don't know why I even did that. Alright, number 5 will be Lord Gore. Now you probably think of them as more a 2000s band, but they did have a demo at the end of the 90s. Dark Lords of the Cyst. Real timely pun there, huh? Anyway, I believe they're from the Northwest. There is a bit of a GOREGRIND scene, or it just seems like a number of bands come from the area for whatever reason. But in the meantime, check it out. Alright, and at number 4, we're moving right along here. Disordered with Documentaries of Disgust from '98. Now this wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it really hit all the marks for me for the genre. If you don't know what I mean by that, I guess it's best if you just hear it, so check it out. Now we're getting into the ones that are a little bit more famous, if you can really get famous playing this type of music. These guys have been around forever, since the 80s. Once again, up here in the Northwest. Meat Shits. Yeah, I know, kind of ridiculous name. It was silly. I'm sure the guy was a kid when he came up with the name. But they have put out some high quality stuff, if you want to call this stuff quality by any means. In '96, that's the album you definitely got to check out. Now I know some of the lyrics and song titles are a bit over the top. I mean, they kind of slid by the same way I think like the Mentors and G.G. Allen, AC, bands like that slid by. Not quite VJ level, if you know what I mean, but pretty over the you're adults, you all can make your own decisions, but you know, if you're into Infestor at all, if you love that album, you definitely have to check this out. All right, and at number 2, we have probably the most well-known one on this list here, Exhumed. Now, I saw them years ago. Man, like, more than 2 decades ago, ages ago, a whole lifetime ago. Saw them with Mayhem, actually. The show I went to, all of us fans are lined up outside, but they won't let us in. Won't let us in. It's hot. This is, I believe it's late July, early August, and we're in St. Louis, so if you know that weather, it is very hot there. A little bit later, we're all waiting outside, chatting with the other fans. You know, one thing I do remember, I was wearing shorts much like these, and I remember somebody was giving me shit over it. Not real, like, but jibing me. I was wearing my Mayhem shirt. I bought that long sleeve. In 95, I still own that. It might be my oldest metal shirt. It's pretty tore up. I wore it. I wore the shit out of that shirt, let's just say that. Anywho, at that concert, a Corvette pulls up right in front of the venue. 2 guys get out. This is a no parking zone, mind you. 2 big guys get out. One of them's carrying a suitcase. They let them in right away. Then about maybe 10 minutes later, big guys come out with the suitcase, get back in their Corvette, drive off. See Hellhammer comes out the front door, walks right by. He's pretty short. Doesn't acknowledge us, not the fans at all. Walks back in. About 10 minutes later, they finally let us in. What went on, I don't know. You can come up with your own conclusions, but it was a hell of a show, and I'm very glad. There was probably a dozen people there, maybe 15 total, including my brother. So I was right up on the stage. In fact, I was drumming right along to the sets, and my knuckles were bloody as fuck. And I remember the singer from Exhumed pointed that out. He gave me a thumbs up. I think he thought it was pretty cool. He pointed it out to the drummer too. So, I don't know, a little story for you. You probably already know Exhumed, but they're still around, and they're still doing a pretty decent job. Sometimes you see them on concert tours that you're kind of like, I don't really want to see those other bands, so they haven't really been enticing me to see lately. But I'm an old man, and I don't really go to shows anyway. I'm rambling. Check out Exhumed. Alright, and at number 1, my favorite of the American early GOREGRIND releases was put out by another pretty well-known band. We'll just call them AB. Once again, I have coworkers who watch this, don't need to be saying that out loud. But I want to say, I've been into this band since about 97. I saw an advertisement for their demo cassette tape, which I wish I still had. I don't know where I placed it. I might have saw it SOD or one of those free magazines, I'm not sure, but I ordered it just based off the silly song titles, and I really liked it. And then I saw that there was some sort of connection to Slipknot, so about 98 or 99 or so. I don't know how information like traveled before the internet was widespread. I mean, I had the internet, but there was hardly any other websites that were really dealing in metal news or gossip. You had to go to individual bands' websites back then, so I don't know. And the dude from this band was responsible for bringing Cradle of Filth over to the United States, which was fantastic, because at that time they were my favorite band. Check this out. Alright, and just like in my Euro early gore grind video, check that one out. I'm going to do a top 6 of the post-2000 gore grind releases. I'm not going to be able to do this off the top of my head, but I know Fluids should be in there. The county medical examiners. Remember when it was just a shtick to have a 60-year-old dude in a metal band? But the music's actually pretty decent also. Total Carcass Worship. Or not Total Carcass Worship, but in that vein more than anything else. But yeah, in the meantime, check out the top 6 post-2000 US gore grind. Alright, and of course you know I have one more bonus list. The theme here, always 3 top 6 lists. You get it. I wish the sunrise would have panned out like I imagined. I don't know what the heck happened here. It was beautiful last week. So this top 6 list I'm going to offer you is going to be more similar, more akin to that first band, the band I didn't mention. Because was it metal or not? I don't really think so. It's more of a gore noise project, and I'm going to give you my top 6 gore noise releases. Can't really do any of those off the top of my head. There's that frog themed one. I think it starts with a P. They're more meme quality than anything, but they're definitely worth checking out. So check them out along with these other 5. Well, thank you very much for watching till the end. I have one more in this Gore Grind series. That'll be covering stuff outside of Europe and the United States. A lot of good stuff is coming up in my next video. I'm also working on a crust punk video, which might come out before that. In the meantime, be sure to check out that top 100 black metal release that I did. That took a while, and I'd like to at least see the views for that. Make it feel a little bit more worthwhile. And you know what? Just a like or a share really goes a long way for a channel this small. I would like to be motivated to keep going with this and finish all the lists that I have in mind. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Toodles. This is not a dog approved video whatsoever. No physical copies here. I only own 2 physical copies. And don't tell them I skipped leg day also to do this. Pile of shit.